We are at halftime of tonight's game. I'm joined now by Josh Phelps from Blaise Alexander. He's one of the general managers specifically at the Lewisburg Ford store. But we're going to talk overall first, Josh. Blaise Alexander's dealership's involvement in the community has been going on for decades.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if you know the name Blaise Alexander, well, if you're tuned in tonight, you know the name Blaise Alexander. Central Pennsylvania, Northeast Pennsylvania, he has got, it's not just because he's got, 20-some dealerships with his name on them. He's been around a long time, and he really did a great thing, created this family and this extended family of dealerships and a company that really instilled the value of, community and building up in that community, building up and working to be invested in it, raising it, and of course that includes youth sports and high school football.
Specifically, you're talking about football tonight. He's been involved with football for a long time. I know his family's from Montoursville, but really he reaches all over.
Yeah, a very long reach. And one of the things that's great about this and this company being as widespread as it is you've got people from, Lewisburg, up through, Hazleton, State College, and all these different stores and towns that, the managers, we grew up here. We played sports here, so now, actually now we have kids here. So now they're starting to play, and we're going to be invested in that and just really try to continue that, passion on through, the next generation as well.
You mentioned the commitment to family. How important is that?
It's huge. I mean, if you know the Alexander Group, I mean, that's what they are. I mean, that's really what we are. We want to make sure that, whether it's, well, for instance, we talk about the coaching, and these kids. Now my son just started playing. Now he's kindergarten, so he's 5, so they're in the flag football program. So they got a long way to go till they're here. But that's really what we're all about. We've taken these kids, teaching them now, these values and these lessons. And Blaise Alexander does a good job of breeding that in his own stores as well. It's not football, but it's football gives you a good life lesson to grow up and be a part of, like running a car dealership.
Let's talk about selling cars right now and some vehicles. Is it a good time right now to get a new vehicle or even a used vehicle?
Yeah, right now you're actually looking at a lot of opportunities to buy a car now. We got about every manufacturer you can, but me, I'm a little more partial to Ford. That's where I'm at. It is a good time to get an F-150. It's a good time to get, say, a Bronco. I mean, a lot of money coming off those and a lot of special APRs coming around. Plus, the rates in general are coming down. So if you were thinking about waiting, now might be a good time to actually jump.
And you don't have to be in this area or the area that Blaise is in. If you're up in Scranton or North, I mean, you can go right on his website, right, and check out any of the dealerships.
Absolutely, and actually we saw quite a few people from up that way. So we make sure that the pricing's there to make it worth that drive to come down to a Blaise Alexander dealership. You might not think about us right away, but you might want to. Yeah,
it's worth the drive, I think, right?
That's what they say. It's worth the drive to Route 45. Yeah,
absolutely for you. Okay, what's the website?
At blaisealexander.com, you can actually visit all the inventory. So new, used, everything. It's all one shared site. It's very, very easy to see what's available across the entire state. Yeah.
We thank you for coming out here, and maybe the game's going pretty good right now. So when we come back, we'll get to the second half between Mount Carmel and Danville.